Hello friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legends Sports Universe YouTube channel. Legends Sports Universe, where legends play forever. This is the Franchise Stars Baseball League, and it is game 163. We needed an extra one to settle the final wild card spot in the National League. The New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves coming to you from Turner Field. The teams are tied for that last wild card spot. Today, Jerry Koosman and Kid Nichols will take the slab to try to battle it out to see who gets the final spot before the playoffs begin. There you see the standings. The Mets and the Braves 4 games out behind this shocking division-leading Montreal Expos. The Mets entered the final weekend 3-game set here in Atlanta with a 1-game lead for the wild card spot, but the Braves forced the issue, winning the first 2 games of the series behind amazing pitching from Greg Maddux and Warren Spahn to force the Mets into a must-win situation in the 3rd game of the series, which they were able to pull off, forcing today's matchup. On the hill for the Braves, Kid Nichols, 14-8, 3.38 earned run average. This will be his 33rd start of the year. Jose Reyes stepping in for the Mets. We're about to get underway in a winner moves on, loser goes home matchup. Thank you as always for joining us. Reyes' first pitch swing taps it back to the mound. Nichols makes the play. Over to Buck Jordan at first. 1 pitch, 1 out here in game 163. So there you see the Mets lineup: Reyes, Dykstra, and Strawberry, Johnson, Duda, and Lindor, McNeil, Hundley, and Bernard Gilkey. The missing piece in that lineup, Carlos Beltran, out for the year with a broken bone in his forearm. Here's Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra 277. Also first pitch swing, fouls off the curveball. Dykstra has been asked to lock down center field since Beltran's injury in mid-September. Beltran was exceptional for the Mets this season. Now he'll be a bystander the rest of the way. Fly ball to center. Dykstra hits it pretty well. Berger goes back, puts it away, and there's out number 2. So that'll bring in Darryl Strawberry, 278, 25 home runs, 74 RBIs for Straw. He's got a bit more pressure on him to provide some pop with the absence of Beltran. Curveball misses down low. 1-0 the count. There's a shot ripped to right, but it'll hang up. Acuña's there. Puts it away and the side is retired. So a 1-2-3 inning for Nichols. Mets go down in order. Atlanta coming up. Alou, Jordan, and Acuña will bat for them as we head to the bottom of the 1st. On the hill for the Mets, Jerry Koosman, 17-7, a 2.84 earned run average. Koosman has been outstanding for the Mets this year. This will be his 33rd start. Tom Seaver will, of course, be in the pitcher of the year running, as will David Cone, frankly, as Felipe Alou leads things off. 270, 14 homers, 67 RBIs for him. Koosman, first pitch curveball, misses down low. But Koosman has kind of been unheralded. He's kind of been under the radar a bit, but as you saw from his numbers, he has been exceptional for the Mets, and now it's on him to pitch them into the postseason. Cone was terrific in game 162 until the wheels kind of fell off the wagon in the 6th inning of that game against Atlanta. Mets were up 5-0. That game became 5-4, but the Mets were able to hold on for the 6-4 win. Warren Spahn bested Tom Seaver in the middle game of that series with a complete game shutout in a 2-0 Braves win. Fly ball left center. Gilkey ranging over, going back, carrying a bit. Gilkey on the warning track puts it away, and there's 1 down. So here's the Braves lineup. Alou, Buck Jordan, Ronald Acuna, Wally Berger, Bob Horner, Dale Murphy, Javi Lopez, Tony Cuccinello, Andrelton Simmons round out the Braves lineup. Fastball misses up high. Buck Jordan, 244, 4 homers, 32 runs batted in. Fastball up high, swung on and missed. Curveball there, fouled off to the right side, so the count now 1-2 on Jordan. Looped out to left, Gilkey's coming on. It'll stay up for him, and he puts it away for out number 2. So that'll bring up Ronald Acuna, and Acuna has been outstanding. 322, 38 homers, 95 runs batted in. And boy, did he almost turn this place into a madhouse in game 162 with the Braves trailing 5-4 late. He absolutely crushed a ball 4 feet outside the foul pole down the left field line that would have given the Braves the lead. Ball looked good off the bat. And it would have been quite a capper to Acuna's outstanding season as the offensive force here in Atlanta. Fastball's in there for a called strike, 2-1 the count. Koosman working quickly. Fastball, high strike called, 2-2. Here's the pitch. Inside, Acuna turns it, hits this ball well. That's going way back to left. Gilkey near the wall, looks up, it's off the top of the wall. Gilkey will relay it in. Actually, he overthrows the cutoff man, goes straight to third with it. Good throw. But Acuna holds at second, his 40th double of the season, and he did not miss a home run by much. So in steps Wally Berger with Acuna on second. Berger 254. Acuna absolutely crushed that one. High arcing shot. Acuna goes to steal third with 2 outs. Dangerous call. He gets in under the tag. 17th steal of the year for Acuna. So trying to put some pressure on Koosman and the Mets here. Don't know if I love that play call, honestly, with 2 outs. Close play at third, but they say Acuna got in. 1-1 the count to Berger. Berger yanks it down to third, but right at Johnson. Throws over to Duda, and the side is retired. So Acuna is stranded on third. We're through 1 here in Atlanta. Heading to the top of the second, Mets nothing, Braves nothing. Leading things off, Howard Johnson. Johnson 259, 6 homers, 31 RBIs. Again, Johnson missed a good portion of the season with injury and was not overly productive when he came back late in the season. He has started to pick things up, though. Releases this one towards the gap in right center. That's going to be extra bases. 1 hopper off the wall. Berger retrieves it. Johnson satisfied with pulling in at second. It's a lead-off double to open up the top of the second. Johnson's 12th of the year, and the Mets have a runner in scoring position. Driven hard into the gap by Hojo. And the Mets really need productivity out of him. Here's Lucas Duda. Duda lines this one to left. Alou gets a read on it, gets there. Nice play, Felipe Alou. Not an easy play. Sinking liner, hit hard out into left. But Alou judges it well, puts Duda away for the first out. Here's Francisco Lindor, 254, 11 home runs, 64 runs batted in for the Mets shortstop. Jose Reyes is their designated hitter. First pitch from Nichols misses up high. Curveball there. That one misses low. Nichols delivers. Lindor turns it, hits it well, but also well foul. Count goes to 2-1. Winner of this game heads to Los Angeles to play the Dodgers in the wildcard game. Fastball in there for a called strike. The loser will go home and ruminate for a few months about what might have been. Nichols sets. Sneaks a peek at Johnson, delivers fastball outside. We'll call that a changeup, actually. So the count is full to Lindor. Johnson on second, 1 out. Still early here at Fulton County Stadium, top of the second inning. Nichols comes inside, jam job on Lindor. Soft pop up to Horner at third for the second out. Here's Jeff McNeil. McNeil 274, 5 homers, 25 runs batted in. Curveball in there for a strike. Here's the pitch. Fouled off down the right field side. Count goes to 0-2. Nichols ahead of McNeil here. He can afford now to nibble a bit. Try to get McNeil to go out of his comfort zone. Curveball inside, taken for a ball. Nichols delivers. McNeil ground ball down to first. Buck Jordan has it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the side is retired. So as happened to the Braves in the bottom of the first, with Acuna getting stranded after a leadoff double, the Mets strand Hojo after his leadoff double here in the top of the second. Bottom half, Braves coming up. Horner, Murphy, and Lopez. Here's Bob Horner. Outstanding season for the big burly third baseman. 296, 35 homers, 87 RBIs. Horner's average was up near 330 at the All-Star break, so his average cooled down a bit, but he still provided the power the Braves desperately needed. First pitch swinging here at the changeup, fouls it off. Horner hits this one hard but well foul out in front of it. So Koosman now ahead of Horner 0-2. Looking away. Horner, weak ground ball to third. Johnson has it. Throws over to Duda, and there's one man down.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Dale Murphy.
So that'll bring up Dale Murphy. Murphy, a minor league all-star this year. Brought up September 1st. Murphy is expected to be a big cog in this Braves offense in the future. Takes a fastball. For a strike. Murphy hit his first career home run earlier in his last appearance, game 1 of the series, off Al Leiter. And technically this isn't part of that same series. Hits this ball well. Gilkey tracks it down on the track for out number 2. The first game of the 3-game set to end the season. Maddox out dueling Al Leiter. Murphy greeted Leiter rudely. So here's Javi Lopez. Lopez 247, 17 homers, 49 runs batted in for the Braves catcher. Comes up here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Koosman delivers. Fastball in there for a called strike. Curveball misses well inside. 1-1 pitch. Curveball check swing, but he taps it down to third. Johnson charges Lopez. Slow to get out of the box, slow of foot to boot. Easily thrown out, and the side is retired. Koosman fools him badly. We're scoreless through 2. We head to the top of the third. The lights have come on here in Atlanta. Mets and Braves still scoreless. So here's Todd Hundley. Hundley 270, 24 homers, 64 runs batted in. Hundley homered in game 162 here. Give the Mets the insurance run in that ultimate 6-4 victory that forced today's game. Fastball in there for a called strike. Fastball misses up and away. 1-1 the count. That one misses down and away. 2-1. One shot the other way. Changeup. Hundley waited on it. Waited a bit too long as he fouls it off the other way. Don't see many changeups. Fouled the opposite way. 2-2 pitch from Nichols. Curveball. Hundley spits on that one. Count goes 3-2. Bernard Gilkey waits on deck. Gilkey an outstanding game in that 162. Homer also made a couple of sterling defensive plays. Inside on Hundley, gets tied up. Ground ball to Cuccinello. Throws over to Jordan, and there's one away. So in steps Gilkey, 274. 16 home runs, 58 runs batted in. Major reverse splits for Gilkey. 286 against righties this year. 228 against left-handed pitching. Nichols, fastball just outside. He wanted that call. Gets an explanation, doesn't seem to buy it. Fastball on the corner, 1-1. Curveball misses down and in. 2-1 here. Nichols works to Gilkey with 1 out in the top of the third. Fastball on the outside corner. That's the pitch that Nichols didn't get the first time. Gets it this time. 2-2. Curveball misses away. Jose Reyes waits on deck. Full count here to Bernard Gilkey. Nichols winds the arm and throws. And Gilkey, deep drive down the left field line. Way back hooking, but foul. Gilkey got all of that one. StatCast says about 5.5 feet foul. Hits this one out in the center, and Gilkey will settle for the single into center field. Berger fields it. So Bernard Gilkey just misses, giving the Mets the lead. But he does get the 1-out single. Here's Jose Reyes. Reyes tapped back to the mound on the first pitch of the ball game. He takes the first pitch this time for a called strike. Not sure who will start the wild card game for the Dodgers. Expectation is it will be Clayton Kershaw. The Mets threw Seaver on Saturday, so I'm not sure they can come back to Seaver. In this situation, Seaver, of course, would tell them that he can go, but for the Braves, actually Seaver, I should say Seaver pitched Sunday. All right, now I'm all confused. Seaver pitched Saturday. Right, Seaver pitched Saturday. Maddox pitched Friday for the Braves, so Maddox could come back on, I believe the wild card game would be tomorrow. Would be the Tuesday on the schedule. This is the Monday. So Maddox could theoretically come back on 3 days rest for the Braves if they pull off the win here. Shot the other way, off the glove of Horner. Throws to second to cut off any ideas of Reyes advancing. So Reyes lines it the other way. Horner reaches out, gets the tip of his glove on it, but can't come up with it. Shortly rolls into left field. Horner does pounce on it relatively quickly, and Reyes will hold it first with the single. Here's Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra flew out to center his first time up. Takes a fastball on the corner. Reyes, of course, a threat to run, the National League stolen base leader. Pitch at the knees again. Nichols seems to be throwing a bit more fastballs than we're used to him seeing. He tends to lean on that curveball. There is the curveball, and Dykstra grounds it into right field. So what the hell do I know? Dykstra singles. Reyes holds up at second. Acuna gets that ball in quickly. And now 2 outs, 2 on for Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry 0 for 1. Curveball misses down low. Strawberry lined out his first time up. Nichols delivers. Strawberry fouls it back 1-1. Double steal certainly could be in play here for the Mets with Reyes and Dykstra on the bases. Nichols looks in. There's the pitch, Dykstra. And Reyes on the move, fly ball to left. Alou is under it though. Puts it away, and the side is retired. So Nichols works through it. We head to the bottom of the third. Mets leave 2 on. Cuccinello, Simmons, and Alou coming up for Atlanta. We're still scoreless. So here's Tony Cuccinello. Surprising offensive season for him. 300, 11 home runs. Fastball misses away. Koosman asking what the ref, I'm alright, what the ump didn't like about that call. Here's the delivery. Another one misses up and outside. 2-0. Misses there again. 3-0. Andrelton Simmons waits on deck. Change up in there for the called strike. Slider doesn't slide, misses away, ball 4. And Cuccinello is on as the leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the third. So here's Andrelton Simmons, 245. Simmons, a defensive wizard. 2 homers, 31 RBIs. See that 601 OPS. He is clearly in there for his glove. Koosman looks in. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. McNeil to Lindor. On to first, 4-6-3 double play. And that wipes out the base paths. 2 men down here in the bottom of the third. McNeil couldn't have drawn that one up any better. Easy a play to handle as you're going to get as a second baseman there. Here's Felipe Alou. Alou 0 for 1. Koosman change up in there for a called strike. Curveball misses down low. 1-1 the count. Another curveball. That one hung a little bit. Shot out to left, but Gilkey is right there. Barely has to move. Puts it away, and the side is retired. So Nichols and Koosman both looking sharp here so far. We were a third of the way through. Game 163 here in Atlanta. Mets and Braves fighting to advance. We're scoreless. Here's Howard Johnson. Johnson 1 for 1. He led off the second with a well-struck double into the gap and then found himself stranded. Curveball there, yanked into right field. Acuna lays out, gets a glove on it, but can't come up with it. It stays in front of him, though, but Johnson is on with a leadoff single here in the fourth, his second hit of the game. Terrific effort by Acuna out and right. Johnson is on. That'll bring up Lucas Duda. Duda 0 for 1. Throw over to first. Johnson gets back. Another throw over. Johnson once again back. That throw a bit high. Good job by Buck Jordan to snag it. Nichols deals. Fastball, they call that one up and in. Duda lined out his first time up. Fastball away, misses. 2-0. Duda had a stint on the DL earlier on this year. Still hit into 15 double plays during the season. No big, lumbering, country strong first baseman for the Mets. Fastball in there for a called strike. It's 2-1. Fastball up and in, misses the mark. So Nichols just a little bit off with a few pitches here. 3-1 count to Duda. Johnson on first. Nobody out here in the top of the fourth of a scoreless game. That fastball in there for a called strike. Nichols sets. Johnson edges off first. Nichols delivers. 3-2 pitch. Duda smashes it down to first. Nicely picked by Jordan to Simmons. Back to Jordan. 3-6-3. Double play turned. Beautifully done by Buck Jordan down at first. And the Mets have the base paths cleared. Duda smashes this one. Jordan picked it. Knew exactly what to do. No indecision at all. No hesitation. Simmons gives him a perfect feed back, knowing he had some time with Duda running. Double play clears the bases. Here's Francisco Lindor. First pitch swinging, lofts one out into left. A lose underneath it, puts it away, and the side is retired. So both pitchers have been helped by the double play. We head to the bottom of the fourth here in Atlanta. Jordan, Acuna, and Berger coming up for the Braves, who try to break this scoreless tie.
Leading up for the Braves, the first baseman, Buck.
So here's Buck Jordan to lead things off for Atlanta. We start the bottom of the fourth. Koosman delivers, fly ball to the right, Strawberry ranges to his right, he's there. Puts it away for out number one.
The right fielder, number 13.
So one pitch, one retired here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Ronald Acuna. Acuna just missed a home run back in the first. Long, arching fly ball to left, hit off the top of the wall. He was then stranded. First pitch changeup in there for a called strike. Fastball there. Off the outside corner, it's 1-1. Breaking ball. Swung on and missed. 1-2 the count. One lashed foul. Hit hard, but nowhere near fair territory. 1-2 offering here from Koosman. Changeup gets Acuna flailing away. Strikes him out. That's the first strikeout for Koosman.
Up next for Atlanta, the center fielder, Wally Berry.
See the work there. Koosman worked Acuna down in the zone, left a changeup up high, and even though it was out of the zone, Acuna takes a swing at it, flails and misses. And there are two down here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Wally Berger. Berger grounded out his first time up. Here's the pitch. Change up off the outside corner. Berger riding a 13-game hitting streak. Here's the pitch. Popped up in front of the plate. Hundley says he's got it, sheds the mask. Puts it away, and the side is retired. So we are through four in Atlanta, still scoreless. We head to the top of the fifth. McNeil leading things off for the Mets.
Leading off to the net, the second baseman, number 8.
McNeil 0 for 1. Nichols fires up that arm and delivers. First pitch, fastball in there for a called strike. Nichols cranks and fires. Fastball in there, called strike 0-2. Curveball lashed foul. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball away. McNeil protecting. Taps it weakly back to the mound. Nichols throws him out. And there's one down.
Now batting, number 9.
So here comes Todd Hundley. Hundley 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Here's the pitch from Nichols. Changeup misses away. Fastball. Called inside again. I'll tell you, the Nichols and Koosman, they've both not gotten that call. It has been consistent. That doesn't mean it's been right. Popped up, foul ground. Jordan ranging over near the seats. Off his glove. That was a long way to go for Jordan, but he got there. He should have caught that ball, and Todd Hundley gets an extra life. Yanks this one foul down the first base line. Count now 2-2. Jordan visibly frustrated down there at first. He knows he should have snagged that one, and Hundley has the potential to go deep. Do not want to give him an extra swing of the bat. Fastball misses outside there as Bernard Gilkey swings in the on-deck circle. Full count to Hundley, 1 out here in the top of the 5th of a scoreless game. This one yanked down to first. Nice pick there by Jordan. That ball kind of skipped up on him a bit, but he stays with it, takes it to the bag, and there's 2 down.
The batter, number 23.
So here's Bernard Gilkey, 1 for 1, singled his first time up on the pitch after he just missed a home run. 5 feet and change outside the pole out there down the left field line. Swings and misses badly at that curveball. That's the best curveball Nichols has thrown. He's trying to find the feel for that pitch. Snaps off another good one, and Gilkey once again flails aimlessly at it. So now Nichols ahead of him 0-2. Another curveball. That one misses inside. So 3 straight curveballs from Nichols. Fastball up high. Gilkey flies it out to right. Bit of a basket catch there, Acuna. So got a little showman in him. Puts it away to retire the side. We are midway through and we are still scoreless. In a winner moves on, loser goes home. Game 163. Atlanta coming up here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Big Bob Horner. Rounded out his first time up. Curveball misses away. Koosman has been outstanding. He's only struck out 1. But the Braves, other than Acuna's double, very, very little hard contact against him. Koosman mixing up all his pitches well. Slider misses away there. Count goes to 2-1. He's been right around the zone. He's been incredibly economical. He's only at 46 pitches here in the bottom of the 5th. That one shot down to first. Duda takes it himself. One big fella retires another, and there's 1 down. Here's Dale Murphy. Murphy lined out his first time up. He is 0 for 1. There's the pitch. Fastball. Looks like it got the outside corner. Ump says no. Again, he's been consistent with that pitch. And certainly, as you can see the scoreless tie, it really hasn't hindered Koosman or Nichols that much, but neither one of them have gotten that pitch all day on that corner. Not sure if it's a matter of where the ump positions himself or what. Murphy hits this one well to center. Dykstra, ranging over, has it tracked. Puts it away for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Javier.
So that'll bring up Javi Lopez. Lopez grounded out his first time up. Kind of a nervous energy here in Atlanta. Fastball called strike. That one is drilled. Lopez, deep drive. Dykstra going back. It is over his head, off the wall. Lopez will pull in at second easily with a stand-up 2-out double, giving the Braves a runner in scoring position. 20th double of the season for Lopez. And that is the hardest ball hit off of Koosman since Acuna shot in the first. Lopez puts a great swing on that one. So now here's Tony Cuccinello. Cuccinello has been a clutch hitter all season for Atlanta. Walked his first time up. 1-0 the count. Koosman checks on Lopez, not as though he's going anywhere. That one's fouled off. Count goes to 1-1. Dancy Cuccinello, 3-16 with runners in scoring position. Fastball on the inside corner, 1-2. Cuccinello thought that one was a little bit up. Popped up. Duda says he's got it. Gets over there, puts it away, and the side is retired. So we remain scoreless here at Fulton County Stadium, game 163. Nobody's crossed the plate yet. Reyes, Dykstra, and Strawberry coming up in the 6th for the Mets. Jose Reyes 0 for 2.
The designated hitter, Jose Reyes.
He has been scalding hot down the stretch for the Mets. First pitch swinging, fouls it off. You see his last 9 games, 4.05 average. But really, he's been hot since the beginning of September. Fastball misses up and in, 1-1 the count. Got to give huge amount of credit to the Montreal Expos for holding on to take this division. Looping shot in the left. Alou comes on, lays out, puts it away. Great play, Felipe Alou to rob Jose Reyes. Dunker out there in the left. Alou had a long way to run. Lays out, puts it away. Reyes is retired for the first out here in the top of the 6th. A game like this, big defensive plays are going to play a part. Here's Lenny Dykstra. Fastball in there for a called strike. As we were saying, I mean, the Expos, every team in the NL East other than the Marlins had a share of first place at some point during this season. So the Expos were able to kind of persevere, hold everyone off. They took that lead. I think it was sometime in August that the Expos took the lead in the division. And they were fighting off the Mets. The Mets had gotten a share of it again. But then the Expos took a series from the Mets. Atlanta came into Montreal. The Expos took series from Atlanta. Shot in the hole. Great play, Andrelton Simmons. Lenny Dykstra, speedy lefty hitter. That ball was not hit hard in the hole. Simmons backhands, gets rid of it quickly. Throws an absolute strike. Dykstra calls himself safe. The umpire tells him he's wrong and tells him to go sit down. 2 down. Here's Darryl Strawberry. So the Braves get a pair of outstanding defensive plays to open up the 6th inning here. Those could be key later on for sure. Again, those are 2 speedy runners. They just kept off the base paths. Speed can kill. 0-2 count to Strawberry. There's a shot into center. That's a base hit. So Koosman, I believe, has only struck out 1. I don't think Nichols has struck out anybody yet. And yet, here we are scoreless in the 6th. Here's Howard Johnson. Johnson 2 for 2. Fastball misses up high, 1-0. Johnson has been doing his part after a very frustrating season for him. Between injuries and underperforming for much of it, he is now trying to help pick up the slack after the Carlos Beltran injury. Runner goes, Strawberry, in there with the stolen base. His 17th of the season. Not a bad throw from Lopez, but Strawberry got a good jump. Nichols with a fairly slow delivery. And Strawberry gets himself into scoring position. So now, just a base hit from Johnson would potentially give the Mets a lead. Nichols looks Strawberry back at second. Here's the pitch, down in the dirt. Nice job by Lopez to block that one. 2-1 the count to Hojo. Nichols delivers. Johnson, high fly ball, deep to center. Berger's going back on this one. He's not going to get there. That is a ground rule double. Strawberry will come around to score. Johnson, his third hit of the game, his second double, but most importantly, brings in the first run. The Mets take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the sixth. Now here's Lucas Duda. Duda 0 for 2. Howard Johnson, his third hit of the game, now puts the Mets in the driver's seat here of this game 163. Pitch from Nichols. Duda, fly ball, hit well to center. It'll stay in the yard, though. Berger camped out under it, puts it away, and the side is retired. But Howard Johnson with the RBI double. And now that stolen base from Strawberry looks huge. Since it was a ground rule double, Strawberry would have had a hold at third if he hadn't stolen the bag. So a big play there. We head to the bottom of the sixth. Here's Andrelton Simmons. Simmons 0 for 1. And now we'll see if Jerry Koosman can keep the Braves off balance. First pitch strike. High fastball there, fouled off by Simmons. It's an 0-2 count. Koosman, breaking ball in the dirt. Simmons doesn't go for it. Pats some dirt on the bat. Here's the delivery. Fastball misses down and in. Fastball up high. Simmons fights it off. Again, Koosman not only has been terrific, but he's been very economical. Pulls the string on the changeup. Simmons flails at it. That's the second strikeout for Koosman. Simmons is down for the first out in the bottom of the sixth. Here's Felipe Alou. Alou 0 for 2. Takes down low, 1-0 the count. Of course, you can never go with the predetermined outcome, but Alou's terrific diving play to Rob Reyes in the top of the sixth, and Simmons' great play on Dykstra in the subsequent at-bat. The rest of that inning does carry on the way it ended up carrying on as Alou grounds out for the second out. That certainly could have been bigger than a 1-0 inning. Because after those two stellar defensive plays, as Buck Jordan steps in here, Darryl Strawberry singled, and then Johnson hit the ground rule double. So you are looking at a crooked number at that point, if all things proceeded accordingly. 1-0 the count here to Buck Jordan. Fastball up high, 2-0. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, that'll find the seats. Or just come just shy of finding the seats. I don't know if this has been resolved for MLB The Show 23, but in the 22 Stadium Creator, like all the foul territory is kind of the same, which is a bit annoying, or like there's only like a couple of different shapes that you can use. So like there's a county stadium from Milwaukee that's done pretty well, but has the same foul territory shape as this Fulton County model. So they didn't give you terrific options as far as like the actual field structure, as cool as the whole Stadium Creator thing is. So I don't know what that was improved upon for the Show 23. Fastball inside, rings him up. Jordan voices his displeasure, but Koosman picks up another strikeout, his third, 2 in that inning. We head to the top of the seventh. The Mets lead this game 163-1-0. Here's Francisco Lindor. Lindor 0 for 2. Nichols delivers. Fastball up and in for ball 1. Curveball down low. It's 2-0. Lopez signals he wants up high. Gets it. Called strike in there, 2-1. So now if you're the Braves, you gotta feel time's getting a little bit short. It is just a 1-0 game, but there's 9 outs between you and going home for the year. Nichols and Koosman have both been terrific. 3-1 count here to Lindor. Yanks this one down to first. Jordan backs up on it. Makes the play. Nichols goes over to cover. Lindor is retired. It's out number 1. See, there is action out there in the Braves bullpen. I believe that was Kent Merker. I'm not sure if he's the only one throwing. Here's Jeff McNeil. McNeil 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Fastball. High strike called there, 0-1. Nichols delivers. That one called the ball. Again, that inside corner to lefties. That's another one. Looks like a good pitch. McNeil fouls it off. There is someone else throwing out there, a right-hander. See if they give us an update who that is. Again, I'm quite sure that Kent Merker is the lefty throwing for the Braves right now. This one dunked down the left field line. Long run for Alou. Hangs up for him. He gets there in foul ground to put it away. Nice running grab by Alou. McNeil is retired. There's 2 down here in the top of the 7th. So here's Todd Hundley. 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Nichols now at 87 pitches here in the 7th. Curveball. Hundley fouls it off. Here's the pitch. Down low, change up. That one fouled off as well. So Nichols ahead of Hundley 0-2. Here's the pitch. Hundley cranks that curveball, but well out in front of it. That'll be nothing more than a souvenir. Count stays 0-2. Swung on and missed. Nichols pulls the string on the changeup. Hundley fans. So Nichols, again, has been absolutely terrific. He has given the Braves everything they could have asked for here. Koosman's just been a bit better. 7th inning stretch time in Atlanta. Time getting short for the Braves. Mets lead it 1-0. Braves have 2 hits on the day, a pair of doubles, one of them from this man, Ronald Acuna, back in the 1st. So they've only got 1 hit off of Jerry Koosman since then. High fastball, Acuna fouls it off. Koosman's only struck out 3 on the day, 2 of them in the last inning. Curveball here, another one. Rocketed by Acuna, but Gilkey is there. Puts it away for out number 1. Here's Wally Berger. Berger 0 for 2. First pitch swinging, fouls it off. Koosman's been right around the plate. The Braves have tried to be aggressive, but no such luck. Here's a shot throw to right. Strawberry ranges over, puts it away for out number 2. That ball looked like it might slice away from Strawberry, but it didn't do so, and Straw was able to get there. 2 down, here's Bob Horner. Horner 0 for 2. He is grounded out twice. 35 homers on the year. Horner can certainly tie this game with 1 good swing of the bat. Fastball misses inside. Curveball misses away. So Koosman behind Horner, 2-0 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Clinging to a 1-0 Mets lead. Fastball. Misses down and in. Dale Murphy swings in the on-deck circle. 3-0 pitch fastball. Horner swinging 3-0, and he got one he could handle. He just missed it. Fouls that one off. You can see action down in the Mets bullpen as well. I don't think Koosman is in any danger of coming out of this game, though, unless he gets into trouble. Slider misses away. So a 2-out base runner. Here's Dale Murphy. Murphy 0 for 2. He is flown out and lined out. Two outs, you're not going to run for Horner here. At least not unless he gets into scoring position. Now, if you had no outs or 1 out, it would be different. You've got some room to play with and do something on the bases. Murphy fly ball to center. Dykstra's camped under it. Two-handed grab by Lenny. And that retires the side here in the bottom of the 7th. Koosman continues to dazzle. We head to the top of the 8th. Gilkey, Reyes, and Dykstra coming up for the Mets. 6 outs away from a postseason berth. So Nichols' day is done. Here's Rick Camp. Camp 1-0, 2.49 earned run average. This will be Camp's 23rd appearance of the year. Kid Nichols was terrific today. 7 innings of work, 1 run allowed. A big-time performance from the Braves right-hander. Camp will now try to keep this a 1-0 game. Here's Bernard Gilkey. Gilkey 1 for 2. Ernie Johnson throwing in the Braves bullpen. So he's just gotten up. He's not even up on the mound yet. So Camp will be in at least for a few hitters here. Slider doesn't slide. Stays inside, 2-0. There's a shot line the other way. It's going to fall in front of Acuna for a base hit. So Gilkey has his second hit of the day. An opposite field single, and the leadoff man is on for the Mets here in the top of the 8th. Here's Jose Reyes. Reyes 0 for 3. Curveball. On the outside corner at the knees. 0-1. Camp looks in and delivers. Sinker in there, 0-2. Gilkey can swipe an occasional bag, but not really a base-stealing threat. There's a pitch, curveball. Reyes slashes it. Diving stop by Simmons. Goes to second for the force. That's all they'll get. But another terrific defensive play from Andrelton Simmons. One of my big focuses. Again, I rate all the players in this league myself. I've done ratings for 20 plus years across various games, mostly baseball, but other sports as well. One of my big things in the show is making defensive players feel different. I want great defenders to feel like they're great defensive players. And I always feel like the defensive ratings, everybody kind of feels like they play the same by default. And when I tend to feel a lot of people tend to rate guys that way. That's just my personal opinion. So one of my big focuses is I want all the defenders to feel differently. So seeing Simmons play like he's playing has been a good thing. Here's Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra 1 for 3. Sinker in there for a called strike. Defensive ratings matter as much as pitching or hitting ratings. And I kind of think they get overlooked a lot. Traditionally, anyway. Camp, pitch out. Runner doesn't go. 50 steals for Reyes. Led the National League. Well, technically, this is still the regular season, so leads the National League. Another sinker. Good job keeping the ball down here by Camp. 1 out, first and second. Sorry, 1 out, 1 and 2 count. Runner on first. Throw over to first. Reyes gets back. Camp gets the sign from Lopez. Here's the pitch. Slider misses inside. That one almost hit him. So 2-2 count here to Dykstra. Here's the pitch. Grounder back to the mound. Knocked down by Camp. Tough play. Throws to first. Dykstra's going to beat it out. So Dykstra hit it back through the box. It hit off Camp's leg. And Dykstra busting it down the line. Safe at first. So the Mets now have 2 on, 1 out. Here's Darryl Strawberry. Slider catches the corner. 0-1. Strawberry 1 for 3. Singled his last time up, then scored. He stole second base, which proved to be key on the Howard Johnson ground rule double that brought him home and otherwise wouldn't have. That's the only run in the game. Curveball, ground ball to short. Simmons goes the short way to second for 1. On to first. Strawberry just beats it out. Good job by Darryl busting it down the line. That was close to being a double play. Strawberry has to get down there. Those strides, runs like an antelope. Barely beats it out, and now here's Howard Johnson with first and third. Hojo 3 for 3 on the day. 2 outs. Mets looking for an insurance run. Sinker there, fouled off. A.C. Johnson, 2 doubles, a single, a run batted in. He has been key for the Mets today. The only one more key than him so far has been Koosman, who's blanked the Braves for 7 innings. Pitch from Camp. Sinker gets Johnson flailing badly at that one, 0-2. Camp delivers. Johnson! Deep right field! Way back! That ball is out of here! Howard Johnson, 3-run homer, his 4th hit of the game. He has accounted for all the Mets offense. His 7th home run of the season, none bigger. Howard Johnson blows it open. It is a 4-0 Mets lead with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. The crowd here at Fulton County Stadium into stunned silence. Howard Johnson putting on a show today in the biggest game of the year. Tattoos this ball into the seats and right. Day late, dollar short. Camp taken out. Here's Ernie Johnson. Johnson, no record of 3.29 earned run average. This will be his 15th appearance. But Howard Johnson, his 4th hit of the day. 2 doubles, a single, a 3-run homer, 4 RBIs total. He's driven in all 4 Mets runs. And now it's up to Jerry Koosman to try to go and close this game out. Two and 0 to Duda. You can still hear the groans in the crowd here in Atlanta as they see their season ticking towards its end. Fastball misses away. Three-one pitch to Duda. Fastball in there for a strike. Count goes full. Pulled. Foul outside first. Ground ball up the middle. Diving stop. Simmons knocks it down, but he won't have a play even with the slow-footed Duda. So that is an extreme rarity, an infield base hit for Lucas Duda, whose home to first base running time is clocked with a sundial. Here's Francisco Lindor. Lindor yanks the first pitch foul. More work out in the Braves bullpen, lefty and a righty throwing. So Kid Nichols allowed 1 run through 7. He was pulled to start the 8th. Rick Camp came in for him, and the game is now 4-0. Palm ball there from Johnson, fouled off. 0-2 the count. Fastball swung on and missed. Down goes Lindor, and the side is retired. But Howard Johnson, with the biggest blow of this Mets season, a 3-run homer here in the 8th to blow this one open a bit. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Braves 6 outs to try to come back. They trail 4-0. Here's Jerry Koosman to face Javi Lopez to start the bottom of the 8th. Lopez 1 for 2. Double back in the 5th. Again, Koosman has only allowed 2 hits. A Ronald Acuna double in the 1st, and then Lopez's double. Fly ball to left, Gilkey. Ranges, puts it away for out number 1. Just a masterful performance to this point by Jerry Koosman. Again, Nichols pretty much matched him. Braves decided to get Nichols out of the game. Turn it over to the bullpen. That decision did not go well. Skip Lockwood and Ed Lynch throwing in the Mets bullpen. I cannot believe you were going to see Ed Lynch in this game. Lynch generally has been a long kind of mop-up reliever for the Mets this year. Lockwood, however, has been a key part of the bullpen. Here's a shot out to left. Gilkey ranges again. Stretches out, makes the grab. 2 down. Just very little hard contact against Koosman. He has had them off balance all day. Here's Andrelton Simmons. Simmons 0 for 2. A trio of terrific defensive plays in this one for him. But now, the Braves need offense. Curveball in there for a called strike. That curveball inside. He holds up his swing. They don't even check for an appeal. They say he held up. It's 1-1. Slider inside. Same thing. They say he held up again. I believe they're correct on both of those counts, but they look like they were close enough that you might see an appeal. No such luck for Koosman and the Mets. 88 pitches now for Koosman. 2-1 pitch to Simmons. Fastball at the knees for a 2-2 count. Hundley sets up inside. Koosman misses his spot, but it's weakly hit in the air the other way. Strawberry puts it away, and once again the side is retired. Koosman continues to cruise. Top of the 9th for the Mets. McNeil, Hundley, and Gilkey. 1 inning left, standing between the Mets and the postseason. If they can close this one out, they lead it 4-0. Johnson stays on for the Braves to face McNeil. McNeil 0 for 3. First pitch fastball, called strike at the knees. Ball in there for a called strike. Fastball off the corner, 1-2 the count. Ground ball pulled down to first. Jordan flips it to Johnson covering, and there's one away. You know, if this falls short for the Braves, I know some fans might, but you certainly can't make the mistake of calling this a choke job. They came into the closing series of the year against the Mets, down a game in the wild card race. So yes, they won. So they won the first two. Yes, they took a one-game lead, but still, even though the Mets won the finale of the series, the Braves took 2 out of 3 in the series. So the Braves were the ones who were kind of playing from behind to enter that final season. So it was the Braves who kind of forced this issue. It's 2 down now. Here's Bernard Gilkey. Gilkey 2 for 3, pair of singles. Curveball misses away. One fouled off down the right side. 1-1 the count. Fastball rides inside. 2-1. Looping fly ball in the center. Coming on Berger. It's going to fall in front of him for a base hit. So Gilkey has his 3rd hit of the day as he dunks one into center. 2-out single off the end of the bat, but finds some grass. Here's Jose Reyes. Reyes 0 for 4. Pops that one foul. 0-1. I changed that beard on Reyes, actually. It should be a little bit like of a narrower kind of style beard. Minor touch-ups. Palm ball misses down low. Throw over to first. Gilkey gets back. Reyes yanks this one down the right field side, hooking well foul though. So 1-2 count here as Johnson works to Reyes. Here's the pitch. Reyes loops it out into left. That falls down for a base hit. In front of Alou, 1st and 2nd. So now the Mets have a couple of base runners here in the 9th. And that'll bring up Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra 2 for 4. Johnson delivers. First pitch, fastball in there for a called strike. Dykstra's got a pair of singles on the day. That's his average up to 281. Johnson deals. Slider misses way inside. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. That one almost hit Dykstra and he swung at it. Count goes to 1-2. Dykstra clearly looking for a big swing there. Fastball misses down low. 2-2 the count. 2 runners on. Mets lead 4-0 here in the top of the 9th. Braves will get one more crack at trying to level it. And now that's going to be a lot harder. Dykstra crushes it to right. 3-run homer, and this one is blown wide open. We talked about Dykstra there. The pitch that he swung at earlier on in the at-bat, taking a big swing, looking for a big one. He got it that time. Lenny Dykstra home run 7 on the season. The Mets now have 7 in, and it is a blowout that just kind of materialized over the last 2 innings. What was a 1-0 pitcher's duel is now a 7-0 rout. The Mets lead the Braves. 3-run homer for Dykstra. And here's Kent Mercker. And if Kent Mercker was ready to come in this game, why is he not coming in to face Lenny Dykstra there? Questionable management, to say the least. Here's Darryl Strawberry, 1 for 4. Dykstra hooked that one just inside the foul pole. And you can hear a pin drop here in Atlanta now. 1-1 the count. Strawberry hops it weakly to second. So that was Simmons playing there for the shift. But Lenny Dykstra nails one. 3-run homer, blows this one open. We head to the bottom of the ninth. It's a long road for Atlanta. Felipe Alou will start things off. 0 for 3. Koosman stays on. They're going to let Koosman try to go the distance here. He has been exceptional. Fly ball to center. Dykstra's underneath it. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Up next for Atlanta, the first baseman, Buck Jordan.
So here's Buck Jordan. Jordan 0 for 3. First pitch swing. Jordan down the right field line, just foul. Tell you, this is about as clutch a performance as you can get out of Jerry Koosman today. Yes, it's a blowout now, but it wasn't. He was in a nip and tuck battle, dueling Kid Nichols through 7 innings. This was a 1-0 game, as the Braves are now down to their final out as Jordan grounds out to Reyes. Here's Ronald Acuna. 1 for 3, doubled in the first. The Braves only have 1 hit since that double. Here's the pitch from Koosman, as the Braves sense their season coming to an end. It has been a terrific season for Acuna. And Acuna sends this one into orbit. So Koosman won't get the shutout, as Acuna puts this one way out into the seats, his 39th home run of the year. And Acuna is not going to let this season go down without trying. Likely all for naught. But credit to Acuna there for not quitting on this one. He absolutely hammers that ball. It has been an exceptional season for Ronald Acuna. So Koosman kind of grooved that one a bit, and Acuna puts it out into the seats. 7-1. Still a lot of ground to go for the Braves. Here's Wally Berger, who'll try to keep hope alive. 0 for 3, flew out his last time up. Shot out in the center. Holds up. Strawberry gets there, puts it away. The ball game is over. The Mets have done it. They have clinched the second wild card. They will be heading to Los Angeles to play the Dodgers in the wild card game. Outstanding performance by Jerry Koosman. Complete game 3-hitter. The only blemish, Acuna's home run in the ninth. But the Mets score 6 runs over the final 2 innings. 3-run shots from Howard Johnson in the 8th, Lenny Dykstra in the 9th. Turn what was a classic 1-0 pitcher's duel between Kid Nichols and Jerry Koosman into the appearance of a rout. Certainly won't get any easier for the Mets, though. The Dodgers are outstanding. They just have the misfortune of being in the same division as the best team in the league, the San Francisco Giants. Final line score, Mets 7 runs, 13 hits, no errors. Braves 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. Howard Johnson 4 for 4, a home run, 2 doubles, 4 runs batted in. Lenny Dykstra 3 for 5, filling in the place of the injured Carlos Beltran quite admirably, to say the least. Home run, 3 RBIs for him. Koosman, the complete game victory, only allows 3 hits, strikes out 3, walks 2, allowed the 1 run on the Acuna homer in the 9th. Kid Nichols was terrific for the Braves. 7 innings, 6 hits, only struck out 1, didn't walk anybody. Only run he allowed, the ground rule double to Howard Johnson that brought home Darryl Strawberry in the top of the 6th. I'll tell you, Seaver and Koosman have gotten all the praise. I should say Seaver and Cohen have gotten all the praise, and rightfully so. for the Mets this year, as they've both been outstanding. But Jerry Koosman, hopefully unheralded no more. He was just exceptional again today, lowers that ERA to 2.77, picks up his 18th victory of the year. And Koosman, if the Mets are able to get past the Dodgers, the Seaver-Cone-Koosman triad will obviously be very, very formidable to go up against going forward. Nichols wraps up an outstanding season for him, 16-9. Again, you can't put any of today on Kid Nichols. He did everything you could have asked for him. So with that, our playoff picture is set here in year one of the Franchise Stars Baseball League. The Mets will face the Dodgers in the wild card game. The winner of that game will head to Candlestick Park to take on the powerhouse San Francisco Giants. In the other series, the stunning Montreal Expos, upset surprise winners of the National League East, will visit the St. Louis Cardinals. In the American League, the California Angels and their late season surge in September got them the second wild card spot. They will head to Yankee Stadium to take on the Yankees in the American League wild card game. The winner of that heads to Oakland to face the powerhouse Oakland A's, who really do not have a weakness. The betting line at this point, and has been for much of the season, is a Bay Area series between the A's and the Giants. Certainly some formidable teams that can upend that apple cart. The other series in the American League, the Cleveland Indians, will head to Fenway Park to take on the Boston Red Sox. A's and Giants, certainly the favorites. No shame in that. But you've got some really, really good teams here. Some fun storylines heading into the playoffs. Can the Expos Cinderella story continue? Will the Giants and A's live up to their expectations? Can the Indians and Cardinals, who were disappointing for so much of this season before getting really hot late, now carry it forth throughout the postseason? Can the Yankees and the Dodgers, great teams who had to settle for being wild cards, make a run? Lots of cool storylines. It will all get started on the channel this week. I thank you guys, as always, for your support of the Franchise Stars Baseball League and the Legend Sports universe as a whole. Looking forward to it. Every playoff game in the FSBL will be broadcast here on the channel. Until then, until next time, be good to each other, guys. Thanks as always, and we'll talk soon.